Hello, everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review. But this time it is another retro showcase and review, as this time we are looking at another wrestling figure that I picked up recently. I said in my last video that I wanted to get through the wrestling figures that I picked up. I have this one and I believe two more videos after this of some WCW wrestling figures that I picked up. But this one will be the last of the Bone Crunchers for now that I have picked up. And some people consider this part of the Bone Crunching action figure line, and some people don't. Technically, it is the end of the Bone Crunching action figures, as this was Series 5 of the Backlash series, which started in 2000, which was a KB Toys exclusive line. So they were kind of, scarce and rare to get. So I'm glad I got a hold of this, KB Toys exclusive Backlash Series 5 WWF Jakks Pacific Val Venis in his right to censor attire, because this series, came, after the line died off, or people thought it died off in '99 with the Signature series. It actually made a return in 2000 with the KB Toys exclusive Backlash series, and they had 5 different series of figures. You can look it up online. And so actually, the final Backlash existing wave was Series 5 of the Backlash series, was the final BCA wave, or Bone Crunching Action wave. The thing about this line, though, it was like Frankenstein together. They must have had just a bunch of Bone Cruncher parts laying around and thought to themselves that they could, come up with all different kinds of, new looks, and if they added paint or used these parts, it looked like this character. It's kind of cool, and you got to appreciate the effort that they put into this, even though this Val Venis is like the most blatant example of Frankensteining, bashing together parts, just to, create a Val Venis right to censor figure. So, a mashup, Frankenstein, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the funniest thing about this figure, I'll get in here in a second, is when he went into right to censor, he cut his hair short, but on the figure, they used the old Val Venis Bone Cruncher head, which had long hair, so really there was never a time that he had long hair in the right to censor, so that's also very funny. I have him on this WWE, or WWF, I wanted to say WWE, but this is back when it was still WWF, and it's the Scratch logo stand that I have him on, that I got with the Paul White not Signature series, but the Paul White Superstar Series 9 figure that I'd already done a showcase and review on. I have them lined up in the back with a few Titantron Live figures just for background, because they kind of, mixed together for a while. The Bone Crunchers went right into the Titantron Live if you kept collecting, excuse me. So that's why I put them together here on display. And plus, I have the New Age Outlaws and the Brood together, because I have Edge in the Titantron Live, Gangrel and Christian in the BCAs. I have a BCA Road Dogg and a Titantron Live Badass Billy Gunn that I can put together. So I even have the Titantron Live Vince that came with the Titantron Live playset. So yeah, a little bit about the Backlash KB Toys exclusive Backlash Series 5 line that they did. They actually did 5 series, and this is the Val Venis right to censor WWF Jakks Pacific Backlash Series 5 action figure, which was part of the 6-inch Bone Crunching action figure line. So now, I want to thank everybody who subscribed lately, dropped any comments, left any feedback. I really appreciate all the support here on my channel, and hope you've liked looking at these old school wrestling figures. I'm just trying to get through them all here, and then I will be going on, I promise, to more things, but I have it all set up and everything the way I want. I might do a few different ones between the WCW figures, but I'm not sure. It'll probably just keep going and get all these figures that I got off eBay, because all these figures I picked up off eBay, and I wanted to get them all reviewed. So yeah, another retro showcase and review here. Let's check out the RTC Val Venis. Okay, so here we have the Frankenstein Val Venis Backlash Series 5 WWF Jakks Pacific 2001 action figure here, and you can see he is in the Bone Crunching action figure style, just like the rest of the BCAs that I've shown off, but it's a bunch of different parts, just Frankenstein together, mashed together, that already existed. And look, you can see these weird like grooves. That's actually where the Undertaker's hair rested on the figure. You can see even on the back is where the Undertaker's hair rested on the figure of the torso that they used here. The torso is Undertaker. You can see even where the purple, I wish I had the example of the actual Taker. This is Purple Taker chest Series 1. And they actually just painted the tie black instead of purple, and the shirt white instead of black. And they actually used the arms. I believe these are, I'm pretty sure that these are the Road Warrior, Animal, and Hawk arms. So he's got Road Warrior arms, torso of the Undertaker, his old Val Venis head, with the long hair, which does not really tie into this era because he had his hair cut short in the Right to Censor clique, which tried to just run censorship amongst the WWF at the time of the Attitude Era. Got rid of the Godfather, made him the Good Father. Then they had Val Venis stop his porn star gimmick. His prior figure was awesome when he had the porn star, Val Venis gimmick, and he had the removable towel that he'd have, the purple tights. Of course, he didn't have no shirt on or anything, and he had the long hair and everything. It was more accurate. But these BCAs, they just threw things together. And the legs on these are Stone Cold Steve Austin legs. And the funny thing is, I have a Shotgun Saturday Night Stone Cold, and I am almost certain that these are pretty much, let's see here, except for the way that they're spaced apart, they almost look like the same legs, down to a T. You can see there. Even the belts are the same. So these are definitely Stone Cold Steve Austin legs that they used for this figure. Pretty funny. There's the Shotgun Saturday Night, legs, and there's the Val Venis legs. But you can see that the top of the Undertaker shirt doesn't actually fit the torso. It overlaps the back there. And I thought that was also funny that they would, just throw this thing together. But you got to appreciate the effort. Somebody saw these parts laying around and said, maybe I can make a Right to Censor Val Venis. Of course, here's that stand that I got with the Paul White. Of course, I have back here the Brood. Go check out their showcase and review that I did up in the suggested box to the right. I did Gangrel and Christian. All the Slammers I did showcases and reviews on. I'll just put up my entire pro wrestling action figure collection playlist and go check out them all. There's the Paul White figure. Put up a suggested box to the right of him. And I'll also put up a showcase and review of a lot of figures that I did, a whole wrestling figure lot as well. But yeah, these action figures, this collection's growing quite well, of the BCAs and Titantrons, which I said kind of mixed together. I got to put Stone Cold back over here. But yeah, you can see the Edge. It's the Titantron Live BCAs there. The Slammers were in the BCA 6-inch line. There's the Taker that I just did. Try to get him in there too on the suggested box. I don't know exactly who's going to get put up in the corner yet, so I might have done over 5 boxes by now. It sucks. I wish I had more than 5 boxes you could use for suggestions. But also you have the DX here, the New Age Outlaws, the Titantron Live Billy Gunn, and the Bone Cruncher Road Dogg. Titantron Live Big Show, and the Paul White Bone Cruncher, almost like the same, and then that Titantron Live playset Vince. But it's all about Val Venis today, not his friends behind him, his fellow hands. But yeah, I think this is one of the best, because not only is it just so strange that they, tied together all these existing parts, and it's funny that the stamp on the bottom of the foot even reads 1997 Jakks Pacific. And let's see about Stone Cold. Does it read the same stamp? Yep, 1997 Jakks Pacific. So they are the same exact legs used for Austin right there, and they didn't even change, Yeah, obviously, if they use the same legs, they're going to have the same marking on the bottom. Instead of 2001, they use legs from 1997, so that shows you how Frankenstein these figures were. I wish I had the other Val Venis for a comparison, but I don't have any picture of it or anything, so we're just going to have to live with Right to Censor Val, which was much more lame. Eventually, he would go back to the original Val Venis gimmick later on. He also had a run as Chief Morley, if anybody remembers, which was much more like his Right to Censor character, really, but without the goofy outfit. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who checked this out. I hope everybody enjoyed checking out Right to Censor Val Venis here from the 2001 KB Toys exclusive Jakks Pacific 2001 Backlash Series 5 exclusive Val Venis figure here from the 6-inch bone crunching action figure line by Jakks Pacific from the mid to late 90s all the way up until 2001 with this final wave of the Backlash series. So yeah, guys, thanks for checking this out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, give me a like if you like what you saw. If you're a repeat viewer, I really appreciate all the support and all the feedback that everybody has been giving me. And until next time, guys, hope you liked the review, and as always, peace out.